Nicki Minaj just broke the internet. Nicki's latest move has everyone buzzing. She didn't just throw some shade, she practically brought the whole blackout. This time, her targets are Erica Mena and Safaree. For years, these two have been dragging Nicki into their drama, but now Nicki has flipped the script. Erica, who's been throwing jabs at Nicki for so long, is now changing her tune. She's saying it wasn't her fault, it was all Safaree's doing, when she doesn't care about her. She wrote this as a big show-stopping comment. According to Erica, he's the one pulling all the strings behind the scenes. It's crazy how fast things are changing. What do you think? Is Erica really innocent? Or is this just another twist in their never-ending drama? Let me know in the comments. The drama surrounding Erica and Safaree just keeps getting messier. Erica's now pointing fingers at Safaree, saying he's the one pulling the strings and keeping all the lies and drama alive behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Safaree can't seem to let go of his past with Nicki Minaj. It's almost like he's stuck in 2014, keeping the beef between them going with every petty move he makes. The whole situation feels like a soap opera, but with way less class and a whole lot more chaos. Now, Nicki's making moves that have everyone talking. The question everyone's asking is, did Erica and Safaree finally bite off more than they can chew? It's clear this drama goes deeper than just petty beef, and with each new chapter, we're learning more about the tangled mess they've created. What do you think? Is this all just a publicity stunt, or are there bigger things going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. Let's dive into why Nicki Minaj is done playing nice and what it all means for Erica and Safaree. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out on one of Nicki's most iconic moments. She went on IG Live and let's just say the internet couldn't stop talking. Nicki didn't directly mention Erica, but trust me, the shade was real and it hit hard. She was on a rant, and every word was like a dagger. It was as if she was saying, you want to live the clean life, but can't handle the weight that comes with it. The way she delivered it left no doubt. She's not here for the drama anymore, and she's definitely setting the record straight. Now, this moment wasn't just a random rant, it was a message. Nicki's making it clear that there are consequences for all the shady moves that have been going on. So, what do you think? Is Nicki just laying down the law, or is there more to this beef than we see on the surface? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. Sound familiar? Yeah, Erica's past comments about Nicki suddenly felt like a spotlight was shining right on them. Now here's the tea. The timing of Nicki's live wasn't just a coincidence. It dropped right after Erica's tea apology for believing Safaree's lies about Nicki back in the day. The Barbs, they were quick to connect the dots. Fan receipts of Erica's flip-flopping from once praising Nicki to later shading her started flooding social media. It's like they've got a whole archive ready for moments like this. You see sometimes you need to leave them alone, and you see sometimes when a queen. And let's talk about how Nicki made her point. Her cryptic language was all vibes and venom. She practically told Erica, this is what happens when you mess with a queen. Nicki's energy screamed, I'm minding my business, but y'all stay pressed, to make things worse for Erica. The Barbs dragged out old tweets where she hyped Nicki like her biggest fan. The Barbs dragged out old tweets where she hyped Nicki like her biggest fan. The audacity to switch sides and now be caught in fork. It's not just karma, it's poetic justice. Nicki's shade wasn't just a diss, it was a mic drop. It set the stage for this whole messy saga, leaving Erica scrambling to clean up her image. And guess what? It's only the beginning. Stick around because things are about to go from shady to straight up scandalous. Safaree shocking revelation 10 years later, 10101. 5 TV shows later, lot of music out later, doors up later, cribs, like I'm still here. And you know, some people don't like that. They're like, damn, why are you still paying attention to this? Oh. Now, Safaree really went there, y'all, on a podcast. He dropped the bomb that his breakup with Nicki Minaj was the biggest struggle of his life. Like, excuse me? Fans were quick to note the sheer disrespect. This man has 2 kids, a failed marriage, and enough baby mama drama to fill a whole love and hip-hop season, but nah. Apparently, getting over Nicki tops all of that. Safaree himself broke it down, saying the aftermath of their split was a whole nightmare. He claimed Nicki's fans came for his neck, trying to cancel him into oblivion. Add to that, the industry supposedly shut doors on him left and right, all because of his past with the Queen. But let's be real, Nicki's fans don't play when it comes to loyalty, so his sob story wasn't exactly shocking. Did you say your biggest struggle or obstacle you ever had to overcome? Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. Like, I was with Nicki, we broke up, so her fans and certain people, they just wanted it to be like, okay, they not together no more, him, let him be, nothing, let him disintegrate, let him disappear, whatever. Reasoning made it clear he still hung up on the Nicki chapter of his life. Erica wasn't wrong to call out his misplaced priorities while he's out here reflecting on Nicki. The internet keeps finding receipts of him ghosting key moments with his kids' fans weren't feeling it either, with the comment section lighting up with criticism about his constant Nicki name drops. Safaree's confession didn't just open old wounds, it poured salt in them. Erica's reaction was fiery, but it also set the stage for even more drama as she was caught cracking. Erica Mena's emotional podcast confession. Erica Mena took to a podcast to spill some serious tea about her past behavior. And let's just say it was a whole vibe in an emotional moment. She admitted she owes Nicki Minaj the biggest apology of her career. Fans were quick to note how Erica laid the blame squarely on Safaree, claiming he manipulated her with wild stories about Nicki. Erica didn't hold back, saying Safaree showed her videos and told her things that painted Nicki in a bad light. Just to earn her loyalty, I owe her the biggest apology. I owe an apology because, like a lot of us women tend to do when we don't know any better, especially when we're hard, deep WRD warped into the love bombing phases. But here's where it gets messy. Erica's apology hit the internet like a wrecking ball. And not everyone was feeling it. Social media lit up with debates about whether her tears were genuine or just a ploy for damage control. Fans accused Erica of only backtracking because the spotlight on the drama was getting way too hot. And in case you were wondering, Erica herself admitted that everything Nicki had ever said about Safaree turned out to be true. Talk about coming full circle to make things worse. Erica confessed she felt like Safaree's patterns with Nicki were now playing out in her own life. She opened up about feeling manipulated and gaslit, especially when it came to their family dynamic. Fans were left wondering how much of Erica's actions were her own and how much was her reacting to Safaree's influence. I found out he was cheating on me the first time ever, and he was going to Chinese parlors. Well, didn't Nicki Minaj say that he was paying for with her credit card? But that's not all. Erica's apology wasn't just about Nicki. It was also a reflection on her own regrets. She shared how she's been working on herself, focusing on emotional growth and trying to break free from the toxicity of her past relationships. Even so, the internet wasn't cutting her any slack, with many pointing out the irony of her blaming Safaree while similarly shading him for his parenting. Erica's confession might have been heartfelt, but the drama it unleashed, absolutely unmatched. Let's just say the streets are still talking. I owe this woman an apology because I sat there and allowed him to talk about her to me. From that came me saying things and defending and vouching for him and speaking up on her in a way that was tacky. Joe Budden weighs in. Joe Budden has been keeping it real with his takes on Safaree's endless dramas, and let's just say he isn't holding back. First, Joe made it clear he wasn't about that messy life when Safer aired surveillance footage of Erica Mena scaling fences like it's the Olympics. According to Joe, putting your private life on blast like that is straight up tacky. And in case you're wondering, Joe's no stranger to these situations. Back on Love and Hip Hop, he clashed with Safaree over Erica showing up on a group trip without giving Joe the heads up. With Erica's past ties to Joe's fiance, Sin Santana, Joe wasn't trying to deal with any unnecessary drama. He went full protective mode, calling the move a security breach for his family. I called Safaree before this trip. I asked him if he was bringing Erica Mena. He said no. Mayo asked him. He said no. So you can imagine our surprise when all of us picked up our phone and saw none of other than Erica Mena hanging out and tanning at our resort. But here's where things get spicy. Safaree wasn't about to take that criticism quietly. He clapped back at Joe, pointing out the irony of being lectured by someone who built his podcast empire on stirring the pot. Fans were quick to note that while Joe's preaching peace, now he's made a career out of airing other people's business to make things even messier. Joe's co-hosts didn't shy away from chiming in. They questioned whether SAA's attempts to clear his name were doing more harm than good. Meanwhile, Safaree doubled down, defending his right to tell his side of the story, even if it means dragging Erica and himself through the mud, beefing with one of the biggest female rappers in the world. Just is not conducive to anything positive. This back and forth just proves that when it comes to Safaree and Erica, the drama never really stops. And honestly, are we surprised? In their world, loyalty and respect are always up for debate, with fans eating up every second of it. The fence climbing incident. Now let's talk about that wild fence climbing fiasco Joe was talking about, because if this isn't reality TV gold, I don't know what is. Safaree came through with surveillance footage of Erica hitting his fence at the crack of dawn, like she was auditioning for Mission Impossible, but instead of Tom Cruise vibes. This incident gave straight up messy parenting drama. Safaree and Erica Mena have been wild. Shout out to both of them. We spoke to Safaree on Patreon last week, but not about anything pertaining to this. I try to stay away from things like this because 1 is sensitive, 2, there's kids involved, 3 is a domestic matter, 4 is in court. There are cops involved, according to Safaree. The 5 a.m. ladder action was all the proof he needed to show the courts that Erica's behavior wasn't exactly Parent of the Year material. He said this wasn't just a one-off, it was part of a pattern of chaos to make his case even stronger. Safaree also leaked clips of their daughter refusing to leave his house, painting a picture of dysfunction that had fans and critics alike choosing sides. But Erica wasn't staying silent. She clapped back hard, calling out Safaree for using their kids to control the narrative and manipulate public opinion in a statement. TMZ, she said the real instability was Safaree's inability to step up as a father. Erica even doubled down, claiming he's more focused on keeping up appearances than actually being there for his children. She even said it. She was like, that's from 2023. I've changed 2024 now. Like, Safaree leaked the footage of her putting hands on him, pushing him, just being aggressive. She put out a series of statements replying to make things worse. This all came on the heels of Safaree's request to lower his $44,900 child support payments. Erica and her supporters were quick to point out the irony. How do you argue for reduced payments while simultaneously trying to prove you're the better parent? Fans were buzzing with debates, with some applauding Safaree for protecting his peace, while others dragged him for airing out private moments. This incident just adds another layer to the ongoing battle between these two. The court of public opinion is split, but one thing's for sure, this isn't the last we'll hear of their drama. And honestly, we're all just waiting for the next messy chapter. But she said in an interview that you never loved her. Was that her just mad because you left her and she still wanted you. I don't know, like... Now, their public noise did stir more people across the board. For one, Tamer didn't hold back when she chimed in on Erica and Safaree's messy saga, and the Safaree scene, and let's just say her perspective had everyone talking. She called their drama a masterclass in unresolved relationship baggage, spilling over into co-parenting. Tamar pointed out that while both Erica and Sapper seem laser focused on controlling their public image, their kids are the ones caught in the crossfire. And she wasn't here for Erica's narrative either. Fans couldn't help questioning whether Erica is as innocent as she makes herself out to be, saying that her Instagram rants and emotional outbursts only add fuel to the fire. Safaree are guilty of putting their need for validation above their kids' well-being when he's not at a Nicki Minaj concert, so has been trying to lower his child support payments to his ex, Erica Mena, now saying his income has gone down and hers has gone up. But that's not all, Tamar dove deeper into Safaree's role, shading him for his constant need to prove himself online, while allegedly falling short as a father. She also noted that Erica's public tantrums only feed the drama, making it impossible for either of them to truly focus on what's important, their children. The endless cycle of Erica versus Safaree, Erica and Safaree's love life. It's giving Cardi and Offset on a messy day, but cranked the drama up to 100. Their recent stop at Hot 97 was pure chaos, the kind of thing that has you side-eyeing the screen like, are y'all good? Subtle shots were flying, but the undertone was like that awkward tension between exes who still might want to rekindle things. It's got that energy where you're not sure if they're fighting or flirting. Like 1 second it's all shade, and the next there's a hint of that old spark buried deep under the crown of most chaotic relationship. They're definitely like a neck wiki, forever looming in the background like a ghost of ex's past, making the drama even spicier. It hurts. What hurts? What hurts? This whole thing. What whole thing? Hey, no, we could be honest one day. I don't know. No, we could be honest one day. And there you have it, y'all. Nicki Minaj is back with her signature shade, and Erica Mena can't seem to handle the heat. Meanwhile, Safaree keeps dragging out the drama like it's 2014, never letting go of his Nicki beef. It's a mess, and honestly, it's giving us soap opera vibes, just with less class and more chaos. Here's the big question. Was Erica's apology to Nicki real, or just a quick way to cover her tracks? And should Safaree finally move on from the past, or keep living in it? We know y'all have opinions, so drop them in the comments below because we're curious to hear what you think. And don't go anywhere, there's more to come, and trust us, you won't want to miss it. Next up, we've got something that'll leave you speechless. Joe Budden's latest move has everyone talking, and now he's been on the run from the authorities for days. You won't want to miss the full story, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this one is going to keep you hooked from start to finish.